It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
11, 12, 12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 10. Option play. Here's a give to Brown. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 19-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12.
Burrow looking to pass. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Running right, here's Brown. Muscles him off. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Etienne to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here we go.
On first down, right back to Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. The Jaguars had 7-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Etienne. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
All right, let's go.
Once more, Etienne. And once again, he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now receiver in motion left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
On 2.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. 5 to the full. That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight first downs. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Here we go, here we go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Brown is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They go play action now. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hey,
2nd and 9. throwing quickly. This is caught by Kirk. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Motion man left is Kirk. And they'll run with Etienne. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. One more time with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Gun.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Got him in. It's Brown. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Jamal Agnew. And he won't quite take it all the way, but still what a return. He gets that to the 10.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Motion man left is Kirk. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he will get this into the end zone for the Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On second down, a run with Etienne. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Red on the red.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence off play action. Open man downfield is Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 48 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big...
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. They got to go.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Had to give to Brown on the option. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, can.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Lisa 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
13, Lou. Lou. Here we go.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
30 left.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Hey, Ron.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Lawrence changing the play. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction, because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, "Great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow."
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
64 yards rushing for him now to this point. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On one, ready? 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Handing it off to Brown. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Turbo's hot.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
12, 12.
Play action. It's Burrow. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the counter, ETN. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. ETN once more. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It was a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. How the second half, but I think for the losing side, not able to put any points on the board in the fourth quarter. That ultimately was what really stung them.
And you know what puzzled them during the game? It's going to puzzle them even more when they go back, watch tape, and try and figure it all out. Did they not make the proper adjustments, or were they just outplayed? They'll have to figure that out and get ready for their next one.